Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a really remarkable story of transformation from Queen Noor's memoir, Leap of Faith. I mean, think about it. It's a journey from being a Princeton-educated American architect to becoming the Queen of Jordan. It's an incredible story about bridging worlds and what it truly means to embrace a completely new life.
All right, let's just jump right in. So here's our game plan for today. We're going to start with the incredible backstory of Lisa Halaby. Then we'll explore 5 key lessons from her time as queen, uncover the book's core principle, give you our final verdict, and then, of course, point you toward your next great read.
So first up, let's set the stage and really try to understand the incredible leap that started this whole thing. This wasn't just about changing your address. This was a complete reinvention of identity.
Okay, so the book itself came out in 2003. It's this unique first-hand account from an American woman who became the Queen of Jordan. It's really for anyone who's fascinated by leadership, by cross-cultural dynamics, because it offers this rare, really intimate look at the intersection of personal identity and global diplomacy. This timeline really puts the key turning points into perspective. In 1978, Lisa Halaby, a promising architect, marries King Hussein and becomes Queen Noor. That single event kicks off this profound transformation, a journey from being a private citizen to a public figure on the world stage. And it all culminates in this powerful memoir, written after the king's passing. All right, let's get to the heart of the book. We're going to explore 5 key quotes that really act as milestones on her journey. And each one, you'll see, reveals a powerful lesson about leadership and adaptation.
So the first lesson here is all about embracing cultural transformation through love and commitment. See, she didn't just put on a new title. She allowed a new home and a new love to fundamentally reshape who she was, from the inside out.
So the crucial point here is that authentic change isn't just about trying to fit in. It's about allowing yourself to be changed. Just think about that for a second. Whether you're starting a new job or moving to a new city, this teaches us to lead with curiosity instead of with judgment.
Next up, she talks about the importance of language. And it's not just for communication, right? For her, it was a profound act of respect. She saw learning Arabic as building a bridge to her new home, one word at a time. And this just goes to show how those small daily efforts can build the foundation for incredibly strong relationships, both personal and diplomatic. It's a great reminder that truly connecting means learning to speak someone else's language, both literally and figuratively. Here, Queen Noor gets really candid about the huge challenge of balancing her personal and public life. Now, this is a struggle a lot of leaders face, but for a queen, the stakes are just so amplified. Her family's well-being was literally intertwined with the fate of an entire nation. And this just captures a universal leadership challenge so perfectly. How do you integrate your own human needs as a parent, as a person, with your public duties? Her story shows it's about deeply understanding that your personal choices create ripples that go far, far beyond your own home. This quote really gets to the heart of the book's title. She talks about having faith in diplomacy, even when decades of history suggest it's pretty much impossible. She frames peacemaking not just as a political strategy, but as a courageous act of belief in human connection. So the takeaway for us here is that lasting solutions, they often come from patient, persistent relationship building, not just from power negotiations. It's all about finding that common ground, even when it feels like none exists. And finally, she discusses how purpose can evolve, especially after a profound loss. Her role as queen didn't just end, it transformed into a whole new kind of global service. This is all about finding continuity and new ways to contribute. It shows that a true leadership identity isn't tied to a position on an org chart. It's about the values you carry with you, no matter what chapter of life you're in. So how does all this come together? Let's try and distill all these experiences into the book's central actionable lesson. Because all of these moments, they're all pointing to one powerful idea. And it boils down to this really powerful concept she calls strategic vulnerability. And look, this is not about weakness. It's the courageous, deliberate choice to be open, to listen, and to allow new people and new places to genuinely change who you are. And here's the game plan for applying it in your own life. These aren't just abstract ideas. They're concrete steps to turn this principle into a source of strength. It's about actively putting yourself in situations that force you to grow and listening to learn, not just to win an argument.
Okay, so what's our final take on Leap of Faith? Let's get into the assessment of this incredible story of transformation. We give this memoir a final grade of 8.1 out of 10. For its excellence as a transformation narrative, it is a compelling and deeply insightful read.
Now, what's really interesting here is the balance. Its greatest strengths are this authentic, dual perspective storytelling and deep cultural immersion, but the weaknesses, like a certain diplomatic restraint, are almost a byproduct of its unique position. She offers incredible access, but always with the discretion her role required. So, if this story of navigating these complex cultural and political worlds resonated with you, we've got a couple of other books you might find just as compelling.
Azar Nafisi's Reading Lolita in Tehran is amazing. It explores personal identity against this backdrop of political upheaval. And Beryl Markham's West with the Night is a classic story of radical transformation. Both of them share these powerful themes of courage and cross-cultural engagement.
And that's all for our explainer on Leap of Faith. It's just such a powerful story about how choosing vulnerability can actually become our greatest strength. To keep learning with us, don't forget to follow, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.